people of the internet, this is Red Cube Everything coming at you with yet another RLAL League match. Today we are seeing the AWP versus Triple Crown rematch. If you guys remember it from a long time ago, I think it was week 2, we saw these teams face, but there was an issue with the rosters and they were then brought into a rematch, and this is when the rematch was scheduled. So I like to call it a rematch, but these two teams are completely different, basically, as the season has gone on. They've improved tremendously, and they've even got new players. So you can call it a rematch, but you can easily look at it as a completely new game. But before we get started, I want to let everybody know we are in a completely different scenario than normal. There is definitely going to be some technical difficulties today, as this is the first time I will be streaming in Colorado, 13,000 feet up in the middle of the woods. So there's definitely going to be some ping issues and things like that, which is why this might not be the smoothest recording, as this is the first time we are here. But without further ado, let's get into this match. As you all can also see, I'm a little bit more casual here in Colorado than I am back in Chicago. But let's get into this match. So we are seeing AWP come into this match with a lot of roster changes, and they're kind of a roster that isn't really consistent. We see a lot of times when they have to bring in RLSL players to the match and things like that. And that is exactly what got them in trouble the first time these teams played. They brought in 2 illegal players and beat Triple Crown. Although it was a close game, there was still some altercation after the match, and that is why we have scheduled the rematch. So then we're looking at Triple Crown. Triple Crown have grown tremendously over the season, and going into the season, they were 2 diamonds. They were 3 diamonds, 3 diamond players, and definitely were not being expected to be one of the top tier teams, but we are seeing them here today as probably one of the best teams in the league. So the first thing to look at when going into this match, AWP and Triple Crown have changed so much. They are completely different teams from that rematch, and it's almost impossible to really predict what will happen in this match because of how different these teams are. And they might play the same style, but the way they get the job done at the end of the match is completely different from one another. So the keys to the game for AWP is kind of brush off the kind of altercations they had coming off of the win of Triple Crown and just play Triple Crown like they played them the first time because it led to a win. Triple Crown, on the other hand, need to come out quick against AWP because AWP's attack is tremendous, and Triple Crown needs to just stick a solid defense and just hold a lead early. It will definitely get them a win in the series and maybe a win in the entire thing. So the biggest thing, AWP needs to stay out of their heads and play the game. Triple Crown need to come out fast and play quickly against a very good attacking AWP team. So that is going to be it. And because I am in a completely new area, when I come back, the sun will most likely be down, the scenario will be different, and I probably might not even have the mic set up because right now it is set up on a bunch of pillows, so it is very hard to get that set up quickly and then get to my desk immediately. So there might not be a post-game interview with my face, but we'll try to get a post-game interview for you guys. But without further ado, let's get this match underway, and again, there might be a lot of delays here because of the new scenario. But thanks, guys, for sticking around, and this is going to be a great match between AWP and Triple Crown. Alright, the players have just joined the match. Again, this is kind of a test to see if the ping is all good, and it looks to be good on both of the team's sides. I keep getting this issue on my screen, though, which is definitely a problem. I don't know why that's telling me, because I'm not experiencing any lag, so we'll see what happens as the match goes on. But right away, we see Mercy with a great goal. Not necessarily what we expected coming out here. We see Mercy coming out quick, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Triple Crown needed to come out quick, like we said in the keys to the game. Quickness is what they needed, especially against a team like AWP, who do not do well when they are in a deficit early. They are a team, AWP we've seen throughout the season, they are a team that kind of gets out super early, and then they start to slow down a lot at the end. So once they kind of don't get out to that early start, it forces AWP to make plays late in the game, and that is something they are not that great at. So we see Hope. Hope is Finale. If you guys, he changed his name on Steam for some reason for a minute and then didn't change it back. So just letting you guys all know, Hope is Finale. Mercy taking it up in the middle here. Does he have a play in the middle looking for Rhino? He gets him. Little bit of a defensive mistake there on AWP's side. Not typical from them. Most of the time, Hurley has that covered on the wall, and Smoke is a great player who should not be missing those plays, but no matter what, Triple Crown still take that goal right out from under AWP, and I still don't understand why this latency variation thing is just popping up on my screen. I am not experiencing really any difficulties here, so I'm very confused. Mercy trying to get to the right side here. He's not going to get there. AWP Smoke is going to control it. Put that ball into the middle. That ball is floating in the middle. Rhino with an easy shot. Can he get past Dom? He does. And Triple Crown have done exactly what they needed to do, getting out to an early lead and really nothing to it there. Just simple goals, and AWP not really playing the best kind of game here, and a little lackluster here on defense for AWP. Not something we're normally going to see from them, and they need to pick up this offensive attack immediately. Rhino already off to another attack. Tries to get a flick off, but that's going to be a little bit too wide to the left. Hope's trying to get it under AWP Smoke. He does. Mercy getting in for the play, but AWP Hurley with a great demo, fizzling that attack out. Dom looking to play this onto the right side. Mercy's going to get a good pinch off the wall. Looking to play that ball in the middle. Is someone there? Hurley is and gets a clearance. Smoke trying to get some type of attack. He does, but Hope is going to control that fairly easily. Good defense there from Triple Crown. Puts the ball right on back to AWP's side. That ball is going to be going right in, and Hope with another goal. Triple Crown have really been playing very well right now, and we got to be kind of questioning what AWP is doing. This is not the AWP we are really normally going to see. The AWP we have seen is that strong attack and strong defense AWP that is so hard to score on, and it's so easy to get scored on from, and that's not at all what we're seeing here from AWP. Definitely an issue here with them, but they are getting a nice pinch, nice little goal there from Smoke. Reads that ball perfectly in the middle. Rhino with a kind of difficult clearance, and Hope does not get there in time, and just like that, Smoke changes the game, kind of puts some type of confidence in AWP's favor. Although they are still down 4-1, this is a bit of a game changer, as now AWP do have some type of attack going here and do have some type of momentum as Dom gets another goal. Right as I say that, the momentum has increased. Dom with a great goal off of the wall, waits for it, pops it right under Mercy, and puts it into the back of the net. It puts Hope in a very dangerous position, does not have much he can do in that situation, and really great goal there from Dom, putting a lot of confidence on AWP's side. Smoke has to make a save there. He does get there, but that puts it in a good position for Hope to put that ball into the middle. Hurley gets a good pinch. That ball is floating in the middle. Dangerous position here. Rhino does get the demo, but Smoke does get the clearance. But the ball is still putting on some high pressure here on that AWP defense. Triple Crown playing some good high pressure gameplay here and just putting AWP in some very tough positions. But right now we're seeing a little bit of a pass back, kind of just calming down here. Rhino with a dangerous play, putting that ball right up, teed up for Smoke. Something you do not want to see happen, as Smoke is such a great player in the air. Like I said, we are in week 6, and you guys do have to start thinking about that all-star match and those MVP votes. Smoke has to be up there with some of the top players, as he has just been in and out very good. And a lot of the Triple Crown team is up there too. You got Mercy, Rhino, and Finale have been playing such great Rocket League that you could almost make an all-star team of themselves. But just as I say that, another great play there from Mercy. Just kind of waiting for the play to develop. Sees that Hurley is the only one back. Gets it past one. Sees Smoke's coming in. And just an easy tap to the left. Putting Smoke in a hard position to save that. And just nothing Smoke can do. And that's just a... I was speechless there for a second, as that is completely not what I expected from a kickoff. Smoke almost completely mistimes that, tries to go for a fast kickoff and just goes way too far to the right, and that's just too easy of a goal there for Triple Crown. That is something AWP cannot do, because if they just keep giving these easy goals away for Triple Crown, they are digging their hole so deep that although the AWP attack is so good, There's just no way of coming back from it. And as we say that, Smoke tries to get another goal here, but he's not going to get it. Great defense there from Triple Crown. Hope taking it up the right side, plays that ball into the middle. Hurley's caught in a tough position, but Smoke is there to back him up after the miss. I'm going to try to figure out this latency variation issue on my end. I don't know why it's saying that, because I'm not experiencing any difficulties, and AWP, although it's experiencing some difficulties, do get a good goal there. Dom with a great play off of the wall, and great communication from the AWP team just to recognize that ball is coming in the middle, and Hurley to make a play on it. And this game is not over yet. 3-6, 132. If you guys remember, last week we had a great game, and it was almost the exact same situation where it seemed to be over, and the other team that was down does come back, but there wasn't that. There wasn't aspects of the other team just continuing that attack, as Triple Crown playing that high-pressure offense, just AWP not really finding an answer at this point. We are seeing some good AWP attack, but the defense is just not there, and it's been very lackluster for them. That is something they need to fix soon, because Triple Crown will take every mistake you make and make you pay for it. Right there, a very kind of weak clearance, and they cannot be doing this against Triple Crown. AWP are so much better than this, and this is just very unexpected from them. Maybe not enough time on a warm-up or anything like that. Maybe just not playing a good game here. Hurley plays that ball into the corner. Dom's got to get a clearance off. He does. Good clearance there from Dom, trying to set this counterattack up. But Mercy just kind of says no, puts that dunk right on top of Smoke, but Smoke is going to recover and get that ball off of their side. Dom is playing right under it. Mercy trying to get a save. He does. So Hurley puts that ball into the middle, but nobody's going to be there. Rhino gets a good counterattack here. Could Mercy get a touch on that? He does, but Hurley is going to be there for the save. Hurley, a little bit of a risky play here. What is he doing? Smoke needed to be there once again to kind of back Hurley up. That is the third time we've seen Hurley kind of do some risky plays, and Smoke is just there every time. Great play from Smoke. A little bit risky play there from Hurley. Hurley again plays that ball into the middle for the Triple Crown team, but Hope is going to miss that. 10 seconds left here, and this game seems to just be going completely for for Triple Crown. AWP definitely struggling a bit here, and they're just going to have to find an answer quick, because Triple Crown, once they get into that groove, there's almost no stopping them. So AWP need to figure something out. They had glimpses of great offense, but then there was also glimpses of just completely lackluster defense. So I don't know why I'm getting this latency variation issue. I think that actually could be a glitch with the game and not even on my side, because I am having perfectly fine connection here. The only person that has somewhat rough connection is Smoke, but I don't quite understand what the issue is on my end, as there really is no issue on my end. But other than that, Triple Crown taking the first win here. For some reason, my OBS does not want to give them the win on the right. Like I said, guys, it's definitely giving me some technical difficulties today, and I'm trying to figure this out. There it is. There we go. Okay. Again, remember, I do not have a double monitor here, so it's really hard to get those on top of the screen, but we are good to go now after a little bit of a delay there. Sorry, we could have started the game a little early, but we are still going in. Right in back into the spectator camera, and we're seeing AWP trying to kind of claw their way out of a pretty rough first round deficit there. They need to figure something out quick, and my latency needs to figure out how to fix itself as it pops up right again. I am not having any issues with latency, and I just don't understand why that keeps popping up. I'm going to have to figure that out soon, and I'll try to figure that out as soon as possible for you guys. But without further ado, let's get right back into this game. AWP Smoke with a great play, putting that right into the middle. A little bit of a miscommunication there from Hope and Rhino as they hit each other. Smoke, great pass into the middle. Can somebody get to that? Hurley does, but he's going to be blocked by Rhino. Great defensive play there from Rhino. Already we are seeing an AWP attack that is a lot better and a lot quicker than last match. Although we did, as I say that, a very interesting play there. Just no one going for the ball. Hope trying to play that ball into the middle. He does get a good bounce off that corner, but Hurley should handle this fairly well. Hope with a great pinch off of the wall, putting that ball again into the middle. Triple Crown's Triple Crown's offense and defense at this point have been playing very well so far, but this could end here as AWP are in the attack, putting some high pressure onto them. But AWP Hurley does get numbers advantage for AWP, but it still doesn't matter as the attack is developing once again for Triple Crown. A little bit more of a back and forth match because at this point, last match, I think AWP were already down 3 or 2 goals, so they are playing a lot better. And we've seen it throughout this whole entire league. As teams kind of just play in a match, you start to see them just play a lot better as the match goes on. And it's just something that is expected from teams at this high of a skill level. Adaptation is key. It's seen in almost every pro game, every ESL game, every competitive game. You need to have adaptation if you want to win. And we're seeing that here from AWP as they are playing just a lot better of a match. Although the attack does seem to be favoring Triple Crown as that ball is in a dangerous position, putting Smoke in a tough spot. Hope playing it off the wall for Rhino. As I was saying, we are seeing Triple Crown with a lot more offensive prowess here. We are still seeing the scoreline 0-0, and that's really all that matters at this point. As AWP Dom almost gets a good shot right off the top of the wall into the back of the net, but it's just a little bit high. The latency variation thing just keeps popping up, and I have no idea why. Is there any issues on the side of the stream, guys? Just please let me know, because I can quickly figure something out if it's really that big of an issue. But if the only thing is that kind of icon that's really the issue, then we should be good to go. So Hurley trying to pass it to Smoke. He's going to get there. Smoke looking to play this ball into the middle. Hope's got to make a play on it. He does. Hurley was just... No, it was Dom who was looming on that ball. If Hope did not make that play, that would have been a great goal for AWP. This is what we expected from this match. A very close game. This is definitely more of what we should see from an AWP Triple Crown match. 2 powerhouse teams going up against each other. This is what you expect. As Dom gets a great pass to Smoke. Can he finish it? He gets the read off the wall, but it's going to be too far to the right, but Dom is there to back him up. Great play from AWP, taking their first lead of the series against Triple Crown Game 2 here. Great offensive pressure there from AWP, just completely bombarding that Triple Crown defense, and really nothing they can do in that situation as the bounces just kept going in favor of AWP, and there was just no boost for Triple Crown. Great play there from AWP, taking the first lead of the series. Looking to capitalize with another lead. Hurley does. Dom, absolutely great pass off the top of the wall, shoots down in front of the goal. Hurley capitalizes on that opportunity. Mercy caught in a tough position. Rhino missing the ball. Hurley getting a great goal. AWP off to a 2-0 lead, the biggest lead they've had. Actually, the only lead they've had, so any lead is big. But Triple Crown are not done yet as the attack is here for Triple Crown. Hurley's got to get there. He does, but that ball is still in a dangerous position. Smoke's got to get there quick because that ball is just floating in the middle. Hurley's got to do something here. Hurley's playing very patient there on his defensive half. Not necessarily the brightest idea, but it did work in that situation. Smoke's got to make a play there. He does. Rhino was looming on that shot, and it was a great play from Smoke there, but this ball is put right for Rhino. And although Rhino seemed to be almost kind of invisible in that play after the first shot, Mercy just forces that ball over Smoke, and Hurley just doesn't make a play on it early enough. Hurley does not make a play on that ball early enough, and that's what leads to a Triple Crown goal. We did see some miscommunication there on the Triple Crown defense, and we are starting to see the AWP defense, and we are starting to see the Triple Crown offense kind of start to take their kind of mistakes and get some goals with it. All right, Hurley dropping back here. He's got to do something here because Mercy is looming. Numbers in favor for Triple Crown here, but not for long as Rhino is going to get a shot and Smoke spawns in, completely saving that, kind of trying to fizzle that attack out. Triple Crown again trying to get that ball in the middle. 56 seconds left, and they are only down by 1. This is really anyone's game. I'm expecting an overtime here. AWP Smoke's got to make a play. He does, but that puts a ball right for Hope. Can Hope make the read off the backboard? He does make the read, but Dom was just quicker. And in the end, Dom, great clearance there. But the ball is still not out yet. Smoke, a little bit of a double commit there. That is something they do not want to do. We are seeing some miscommunications there on the AWP side, as we've seen a lot of people go for the same boost and a lot of people commit to the same ball. Definitely something they want to figure out because Triple Crown will capitalize on that immediately. Something that is interesting about the Triple Crown, as we are reaching 15 seconds, Triple Crown could get a goal here, but Hurley with a great defensive play. We are seeing AWP play a lot more park the bus this match, but something we have seen from Triple Crown, and almost very surprising from them, is the fact that they're all diamonds, and they are going up against a Grand Champ team, and a lot of Grand Champ teams in this league, and they're really kind of sticking with it very well. And it's something that really comes down to either almost great coaching, great ways of playing, great communication, just something else. There's some other factor that they have to be looking at here, and that's really just making them such a great team. But although they were such a great team, AWP still squeezing out a win there, making this series even, and definitely a interesting series, as we saw the first match kind of really go almost easily towards the OBS is not working, and I just have no idea why. I'm trying to figure this out for you guys. Oh, I figured it out. I know exactly what I've been doing wrong. So, again, I figured it out. We're good. See, I told you guys there's going to be delays, there's going to be some issues, but we should figure them out as they go on. But, like I was saying, we are seeing a very interesting match. AWP went down very early last match and then somehow won that match. So these teams are so even, but AWP the first game just completely looked out of sorts, and it really might just be kind of an off game, but we are starting to see them kind of gel back into what we normally see. All right, Rhino trying to get a first attack here, but Smoke, good defensive play. Going into this match, I really expected AWP to almost kind of take this win. They took the win against Triple Crown the first game, but that was also due to a couple of players that they almost got illegally. But I still think AWP are one of the best teams and almost overlooked teams in this league. But Triple Crown, they are known as one of the best teams. So this game is just two powerhouse teams in this league really going at it. And this is just a great game to see, as the series is now even, but AWP Smoke getting the first goal of the third game, trying to boost AWP to get a lead in the series. So far, we are starting to see a kind of trend here. AWP went down very early, and then at the end of that match, they did start playing a lot better. The second match, they obviously played a lot better as they got the win, and now this match, they're playing a lot better as they get the lead early once again. And they could get another goal here, but Mercy with a great play there. But Mercy was in a very tough position. I kind of overlooked how good that play is, because Mercy was in the air at that moment and had to drop down as quick as possible to save that shot. Great play there from Mercy. But Mercy, again, with another great play as he sets up Rhino, and Triple Crown tying the match here. This match is really back and forth. I was trying to kind of give AWP some momentum there and like try to see maybe, okay, they could kind of escape with this one, but Triple Crown's just not letting me. Triple Crown just coming back, tying the match, 3:54 left. I'm really expecting these series to go to 5 games. These teams are playing so well, and just the first match we saw where we saw Triple Crown kind of win in that fashion of just of AWP almost getting destroyed was just not a good representation of how this game is going to go, because I really expect these teams just to be going at each other and really playing a great game. That's what we're seeing here as Hurley sets up another shot here, tries to bounce it off the backboard. Is anybody there for AWP? No one is. Rhino trying to set up a counterattack here. A lot of the AWP players are out of position. Dom is out of position. He's actually been bumped by one of the Triple Crown players, but Triple Crown cannot capitalize on that. AWP Smoke trying to get this ball out of their side of the half. He actually has an opportunity to score here if he pops it over, trying to fake it, and he does. Great play there from AWP Smoke. Just realizes it's a one-on-one, takes his time, waits for Rhino to take the bait, and just puts it right into the center of the goal. Rhino was in a very tough position there. Was in almost kind of either do you go for that ball and try to get it, or do I just wait and let the ball go in? And just Smoke just played that very good. And Rhino played it very well, but Smoke in the end gets it. And just like that, back-to-back goals here for AWP. Lots of the times we see Rocket League, we see people start scoring in spurts. And that is definitely what we have seen here. As a team who scores once, they probably are going to try to get another goal right after before a team answers. So what Triple Crown need to do now is they need to get a goal. because they're just going to let AWP gain a lot of momentum and get quick goals. They cannot let that happen. So Triple Crown need to get a goal here quickly. But not to shy away from that great play we saw on that last goal from AWP Smoke. Great pass down to Hurley. Hurley trying to get this ball out of the corner. Triple Crown could try to pull something out of this attack here. Hurley with a very interesting play. Tries to get the clearance, but it sets it up into the middle. Dom is going to be on the wall, reading that perfectly. Smoke's going to get there too. Trying to get that ball out of their half, but Mercy says no. Putting some great midfield pressure on that AWP defense. Rhino trying to get this ball back onto the other half, but Smoke with a great block, setting up Dom for a shot, and Dom gets it. And this is what we expected from AWP, but not so much of what we expected from Triple Crown. This is definitely starting to look like the match we saw the first game, but this time the roles have flipped. So what really is this game? It's either a close game or just a very kind of lopsided game that appears to be close, if that makes any sense, because these teams are playing and it's win back and forth. So AWP win and then Triple Crown win. AWP win, Triple Crown win. But lots of the games we've seen the team that wins, they win in a kind of big favor. So this game is a very interesting game. We haven't really seen this played out so far in Aoeah yet this year. But great save there from Hurley. Dom with another great save. As I was saying that, Triple Crown almost were just on the verge of getting a goal there, but great defensive plays there from AWP with Rhino with great midfield pressure, sets him up for the goal, and he is going to get that. And this could completely change the point I was about to make, because Triple Crown could easily come back to this, as 138 left is a very simple deficit to come back from, especially if you're a team as skilled as Triple Crown. But it's going to be definitely a little harder going up against a team as good as AWP. So we are seeing the kickoff, kind of a 50-50 there. No one's favor, but Dom is in there in the middle, trying to get a shot off to Hurley. Hurley, can he read that off the backboard? It was just a little bit too early and a little bit too high there. Smoke gets a great defensive midfield pressure there on the Triple Crown defense. Triple Crown offense just forcing a shot off. Just an insane pinch there from Smoke. Puts on great midfield pressure there, completely fizzling the attack out for Triple Crown, then gets a great pinch off of the top of Mercy's car and puts it into the back of the net. That is huge for AWP, as now they are up 3 goals with 120 left and have a lot of the momentum. All right, Mercy does get a touch on that, but that is a dangerous touch, as Hope needed to be there to make that clearance, as that did not come off the top of the car as Mercy would expect it. Hope plays that ball into the middle, looking for Hope. Once again, Mercy does pass to him, but is going to be broken up from Smoke. Smoke looking to 1v1 again, but Rhino this time says not 2 times in a row and gets a good save, and it sets up a great counterattack there for Mercy. So we saw it. AWP Smoke opts to go for the one-on-one, and then Rhino getting a great save, setting up a very difficult save for Hurley. Good shot from Mercy, and in the end, that's a great recipe for a goal. Triple Crown getting a goal there off of really just great defense and good counterattack play from them. Mercy putting that ball in a dangerous position, and Smoke was just lurking on that left side, but he does get it out. Dom has to hit that. He does. Good hit there from Dom. That was going to get set up from Smoke. Dom is going to be in the middle, but he's not going to get that shot off. Great defense there from Hope. We're seeing a counterattack here develop for Triple Crown. 30 seconds left. 2 goals. Can they do it? They get 1. And just like that, Triple Crown are right back in this match, ready to send it to overtime. So as I was saying before, the games have seemed to be almost lopsided, but the series is close. Not this time. I take that back, as the games have been close besides that first game. So just a really close series in general. This is definitely a pattern we have seen from AWP, and something they need to fix before going into the playoffs. They start out early, and then they start to kind of lay their foot off of the gas in the end of the match and let the team really come back. Reminder, Triple Crown were down 4 goals in this game, and now they are only down 1. That is definitely something AWP need to fix. But it looks like Triple Crown are not going to be able to capitalize and get a win out of coming back from that deficit, as a ball looks to drop here that actually is in a very dangerous position. Could Rhino get it? He does not, as Smoke plays it off the wall with great defense there. And in the end, AWP taking the second match here, and Triple Crown need to figure something out here, because now AWP have an opportunity to close the series. Just as we thought Triple Crown were almost going to run away with this series with the first game and how it turned out, we're definitely seeing AWP come back here and just play very, very well. They are just playing some very good Rocket League and just kind of really coming back from that first game and just figuring out what they did wrong and just capitalizing on it and changing it immediately. Again, guys, if there are any issues, please let me know, because I'm not seeing anything in the chat, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because that could easily mean the chat is down. But if there are any issues, please let me know. But the only thing that keeps popping up is that latency variation, and I have no idea why. What? One of the... Oh, Smoke was just disconnected, but he does come back, so the match will still go on. Literally missed absolutely nothing. He does get the kickoff. So we are good to go. AWP Dom actually coming out with a very quick attack here, looking to set that ball up into the middle right away, but Hope is going to be there to just fizzle that out, but the ball is still in a dangerous position. Triple Crown have to win here. They need to get something here, or the series is over and AWP take the win. So we are seeing Rhino get a shot off there, but it's just going to be easily handled there from AWP, as Smoke is going to try to set this ball up in for the counterattack. Dom is going to be on that right side here. Can he read that off the wall? He does. Can he read it off the wall one more time to get a shot off? He does, but he just hits it a little bit too high. Great play there from Dom. Just unlucky at the end. Just a little bit too much pace on it. Hurley does set that ball up there for Smoke. Can he get it into the top right? He does not. Dom, could he? The AWP offense right now is really working hard. Lots of pressure here from AWP. Triple Crown need to figure something out quick, or they could go down here early. All right, Hope is looking. Oh, that's a great clearance there from Hope. Just completely mashing it to the other side of the goal, but it is handled there. But it is setting up Triple Crown for an offensive attack here. Hurley looking to play that into the middle, but Mercy is going to be right there. Mercy almost gets a shot off. Good bump there from Dom to just get Rhino out of that play. But now we're starting to see the attack a little bit favor Triple Crown. It's really back and forth, high pressure, octane offense here from AWP and Triple Crown, just really back and forth here. Almost a ping pong match back and forth, just played on the midfield and then high pressure on the other end. Just a great game from these teams. All right, Hope does get that shot off, but it's going to be a little bit to the right. But Smoke was put in a dangerous position. But Hurley, with probably one of the most important demos we've seen this season, completely fizzling that attack out. I say it a lot, but that is probably the best definition of fizzling an attack out, because he literally fizzled the player and the attack was fizzled out. Great play there from Hurley. Looking back at these matches, both of these teams got to take away how great they've played. No matter the result here, Triple Crown could easily send this to a Game 5. AWP could easily win this. No matter the result, both of these teams have played very good Rocket League here, and it's just been a great match. Very quick, very fast, and it's something you expect from these two powerhouses and these two very good teams. All right, AWP Smoke gets a good touch here. Can he get another one? Put that in the middle. He actually misses it. A very uncharacteristic miss, not only from Smoke, but a very uncharacteristic miss from this whole series. We really haven't seen those misses kind of this entire game and the games prior. Rhino looking to play that ball into the middle. He does, but nobody's going to be there for Triple Crown. AWP Hurley does pass back to Smoke, but Smoke gets that ball into the middle. Hope sits up for a shot that's going to be a little high. AWP Dom is trying to get a counterattack here, but Rhino just putting some great midfield pressure. But Dom right back at Rhino with the midfield pressure, setting up AWP for the attack. But Mercy again with the midfield pressure, just completely back and forth here. Really nothing these teams can do, but Rhino gets a good shot off there, but it's going to be saved from Hurley. That puts AWP in a tough position. They do not have a lot of boost, and it looks like Triple Crown are going to get in a good attack here. Smoke is taught in a tough position. Can he make the save? He does somehow, but in the end, Triple Crown high pressure offense leads to just great, let me rephrase this. High pressure offense leads to big mistakes from defense and just great goals for the offense. I think there might have been some miscommunication there, because Hurley definitely got to that ball, but I think Smoke was definitely in a better position, and we saw a double commit, and that's what led to that goal. So That is something they do not want to do, but Dom almost just brings it right back. Smoke trying to bring it back. I think Smoke was trying to look through the pass to Dom, but Dom was just not in a good position. It's very unfortunate to see that AWP go down in this match due to a miscommunication, even though that's been so non-existent throughout this match, and we really only saw it in the first match. So it's really kind of sad to see that the reason they could lose this match, and I say could because this is 46 seconds left, and we are talking about AWP here, they could lose this match is because of just some miscommunication plays there. All right, and sorry, I think I just kind of zoned out there for a second because I was just in awe of developing the developing attack here from Dom. But Dom, with a great play, gets past one of the players, plays it off the wall, and just like that, we're looking at maybe an overtime here. Just great plays all around from these two teams, and it's almost like you do not want to see this series end because these teams have been playing so well. AWP Hope actually gets to that ball first. I was expecting Dom to get a clearance off of there, but great play there from Hope. Smoke tries to play it over Mercy, but Mercy again with that great midfield pressure. Good communication here from both teams so far. But is that going to set up AWP for a goal? There was definitely a little bit of a chance there, but it looks like this game is going to get to overtime. Smoke looks to play that ball into the middle, but it's going to be broken up there from Hope. Rhino looking to just get this ball out. That ball is going to drop, and this could actually be an attack here for Triple Crown. If they can keep it up, AWP get the bounce, and it is sent to overtime. Literally, winner stays on for AWP. Winner, if they win here, they win the series, and if Triple Crown win, they have Game 5. This series has just been absolutely amazing so far. Just great play from both of these teams. Rhino tries to get a good shot off there, but it's just a little bit too late on the ball, a little bit too much pace on that hit from, I think it was Mercy, but now we're starting to see the AWP attack develop. Hope looking to get that ball. He balls one, he's going to get past Smoke. He does not. Dom is there and looking to set this AWP counterattack up. Remember, the longest overtime we had, I think, was 146, which was just set last game. So, reminder, that is definitely the kind of milestone here. Could we see a longer overtime than 146? We could not, as there was a good shot right off there from Hurley. Most of the time, what you see in overtime matches is teams come out quick and they try to get an attack early. But once they realize, once it kind of hits that minute marker, you really start to see teams kind of slow down and play park the bus style. And in this situation, I think we might start to see that. Smoke has to make a play here. He does. That would have actually just floated into the back of the net. A little bit of a misrotation there from AWP, and it is setting up Triple Crown for some type of attack here. But we are definitely seeing a more park the bus style here from AWP than Triple Crown. Triple Crown playing a lot more aggressive here, as Triple Crown need to win this, and AWP have a game in hand. So that is definitely typical from what you would see from teams in these situations. And Smoke put on the kind of saving block once again, needs to make a save. He does. Dom trying to get this ball out there for AWP, and just bombardment here from Triple Crown. 147 should be broken here unless there is an own goal there from AWP. But Rhino gets a shot off, and there it is. I think that is the longest overtime so far. 152. We could see this break 2 minutes. No team really has any momentum here, kind of back and forth. We are definitely seeing more aggression here from Triple Crown, but I think that's what AWP almost want. AWP, I think, are looking for a counterattack here or something, because they do have a game in hand, so they definitely could play a little bit more laid back, but it could be part of their play style. AWP Hurley looking to play that ball into the middle. Hope is going to be there, though, trying to set up Mercy for the attack. Mercy does hit that, but Dom is going to handle that well. 2:25 here. This is definitely the longest overtime we have seen so far in this league. I'm expecting a lot longer overtimes once we reach playoffs. Rhino gets that ball out, but AWP Smoke is going to be there, trying to air dribble it on top of Mercy, but Mercy is going to be there once again with Triple Crown with a great save. That Dom needed to clear that. He does, but that's not going to be far enough. Hope needs to get this. Hope does. Setting up Triple Crown for an attack. Smoke with a miss hit there, keeping that ball on AWP's side. 3 minutes of overtime here, and just Triple Crown definitely, I think, have a lot of the momentum. Oh, that was a very dangerous play there from, I think it was Hope, but in the end, it sets up a counterattack here. Rhino needs to just put this into the back of the net, and there it is. Hope puts it into the back of the net after Rhino hits it against the AWP defense 3 times. Hope finally gets it into the back of that 3-10 overtime. Great play all around from these teams. And we are on to a Game 5. This is just what we expected from these teams. And this is exactly what I would love to see, especially from these just 2 powerhouse teams. It's great to see these teams really competing hard. But just like that, we're going to be on to the fifth match here as Triple Crown take game. Triple Crown. Oh my goodness. Triple Crown take game 4. I think I am definitely having some issues with the stream as nothing is updating on my end for the stream. So I hope everything is okay, but we should be good to go. So we are just waiting on one of the spectators to ready up here. There it is. Okay. Didn't have to wait too long, but a little bit longer than expected. But again, guys, I would like to apologize. It is a lot harder to kind of work my setup as I just set it up here in Colorado. So I got to get things adjusted here and figure things out. All right, AWP Smoke does get that ball, put it onto the middle, and we are into the first minute here of the Game 5 of Triple Crown versus AWP. I've almost lost my voice with this one, as this has just been a complete, just very good game. It's just lots of talking and lots of very good goals, as that is, just as I say that, another goal there from Triple Crown. And we definitely could see Triple Crown run away with this one. And although the track record doesn't support that, they did win the overtime. And they did get the first goal. That is 2 big confidence boosters for them, and that could definitely lead to them running away with it here. But not really expected here, as AWP are such a great team. AWP Hurley tries to get a touch off of that, but he does not. Dom is going to be there. Mercy needs to get this ball off of the Triple Crown half. Misses that there, setting up Smoke for a counterattack here. Smoke plays that ball onto the right. Hope needs to get there. Hope does. Oh, that was a very interesting clearance there. I don't think that was intentional, but it worked in the end, as Triple Crown do get the clearance there. Mercy setting up the shot here. He just needed to pass one there, but Dom is going to be there. Good play there from Dom, coming in quick to save that. Dom once again with another save there. That was going into the top left, and AWP definitely on the defensive here, and Triple Crown playing some very aggressive play. So right here we are seeing Hope again plays that ball into the middle. Smoke needs to get that out. He does. It's going to set up a counterattack here for AWP. Smoke's got to hit it one more time. Is a player behind him? There is, but he just hits the bar again. I think Smoke's hit off of the top of the bar was intentional, but I don't think Dom's was. I think Smoke was definitely trying to set up Dom for the hit off of the backboard. Good read from Dom, but in the end, he hits it a little bit too high, and AWP are still down 1 here. Smoke gets a good hit there, but Mercy just breaks it up. Mercy has been playing some great midfield pressure here so far, and that is really what is expected from Triple Crown, as they play a very high pressure style of play. So AWP Smoke just trying to make something out of it, but again, that Triple, Jesus, it's lots of commentating has been going on here for today, so I'm losing my energy, but AWP, Triple Crown, again, Jesus. Triple Crown have been playing some very high pressure offense and on that midfield line. That's really what's been breaking up that attack there for Smoke. Smoke does get a, not Smoke, but Smoke in that situation, but AWP team as a general. In general, wow, I am really struggling with my words right now. In general, has definitely seen a lack of attack due to that just great pressure there from Triple Crown. But that's not necessarily what we saw in the second and third match, as AWP seemed to have a lot more attack pressure there. And I think Triple Crown just realized what they were doing wrong, and they adapted well, and that's why they got that Game 4. And now have sent this into a Game 5 and are holding AWP scoreless with 2 minutes left, looking to take the series here. Mercy gets a clearance there off of a good shot there from Dom, but it's not going to do enough, as the rotation was completely missed there from... There might have been actually some lag there. I don't know, but we haven't really seen any experience from lag, as Oh, I think it was definitely just a server lag all around. That is very unfortunate. Not much you can do there. And I didn't really see anything that pointed to lag, but unfortunate there for AWP. Unlucky. But either way, AWP were definitely kind of out of the defensive rotation there. There's definitely an issue with the rotation there, as there's literally not one person on the midfield line, and they kind of triple committed to that attack. So although there might have been some lag to do with that, AWP need to get something here quick either way, as they are now down 2 goals with only about 1 minute left. And remember, the rule me and Mango have kind of established, a goal a minute. That is definitely doable, but once it gets under that, that's when you really have to start playing hard. But with teams as good as AWP and Triple Crown, a goal a minute is definitely too easy for them, as they can easily score 3 in under 30 seconds. So that rule definitely does not apply to I mean, it definitely applies, but not as well to this league as it does to some other instances in Rocket League. We are seeing kind of just that offensive pressure, that defensive pressure on the midfield there from Triple Crown has been great so far, but Smoke just kind of gets past it completely and just unlucky, hits it off of both of the posts, and it looks like AWP just, although they're getting attacks, they're not finishing off of them, and there's just so little of attack there from AWP that once they don't finish off of them, it's a huge missed opportunity. And right now, again, missed rotations here from AWP, as nobody is back, but Hurley does get back. They are having some lag issues. I'm trying to see what the pin is. Oh, and there it is. Smoke is, I don't think that, oh. I think that actually would be lag. Oh, Jesus. And just like that, all of the players have left, and that was definitely a little bit unexpected, but it probably was due to the server, or they just kind of got mad at the server and decided to leave. But AWP kind of went into this match. They definitely had a lot more of the momentum, but Triple Crown played a great game throughout the series, and in the end got the win here. Very interesting closing there for the AWP team. I don't really know what to say, but that is going to be it then. Triple Crown taking the win. Again, I'm not seeing any issues here with the pain on Triple Crown side, and I wasn't seeing any for AWP the entire match earlier, but there definitely could have been some issues, and I'll try to have a talk with them, see what I need to figure out. Maybe we can figure out something. Maybe a player can host it, and maybe I could just spectate. But definitely wasn't an issue throughout the match, throughout the first 4 games, but definitely could have happened there at Game 5. But in the end, I said but a lot of times there. I want to say it again, but in the end, we saw Triple Crown kind of really dig themselves out of a little bit of a hole, and they played very well. Absolutely amazing game between these two teams. Just all-around great play from Triple Crown and AWP. Something you expect from these two powerhouses in the league, but in the end, Triple Crown getting the win, and it's just an absolute great match. That's definitely one of the best matches we have seen. Kind of an unfortunate end to it, as we did see the players leave, but 5-game series with just kind of very good play all around. Triple Crown played well, and AWP played well, and it was just back and forth. We went into that match first game, and it was really kind of, Triple Crown's going to get an easy win here. Then AWP win, and AWP win again, and then Triple Crown were facing a sweep. Triple Crown were then down in that series, brought it to overtime, forced it to a Game 5, and they won the Game 5. Just back and forth there. Great series from both of them. Absolutely amazing there, and really interesting to see Triple Crown come out with the win here, and we'll try to get to that post-game interview here for you, and see what we can do. Hello, people of the internet. We are back here with the post-game interview. I am here with Triple Crown. And I'm this definitely coming off of an interesting series. We saw them take it to a Game 5. Great game from both teams. But the first question I was going to ask, going into that match, did you guys expect it to be that close?
Yeah, I would say so, honestly. Smoke and Dom are both super good players, and we kind of knew that going in. But as soon as we had that first game, we felt kind of confident. So that kind of carried us through, honestly.
All right, that actually...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like towards the end, like the middle of the game, we sort of lost our chi there. We were sort of just throwing ourselves at balls. But towards the end of the game, I really feel like that overtime win that we had in Game 4 carried over into Game 5, and we were just kind of dialed in from that overtime into Game 5. It had the same vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely when you win in an overtime, it definitely gives you a lot of confidence going into the next match. So that actually leads me into the next question. You kind of hit on this a little earlier. When you guys were down in the series and you're actually facing a sweep and you're actually facing a deficit of 1 goal in that game, what did you guys tell yourself to kind of come back from that and then force it to an overtime and force it to winning the series?
I think it's important. Whenever we're kind of getting boosted, we kind of start flipping out. I don't know. That's just kind of our mindset. So we really have to just calm ourselves down. Say, let's just take it slow here. Let's not do anything stupid.
We weren't really that worried. The series was so close the whole time. We were within 1 goal when we were losing. So it was like we knew we could still pull it together. We just had to correct something.
Yeah.
Yeah, great game. It's just always close. And you guys actually played very well the first match. And then I was almost expecting you guys to take a sweep. But in the end, just great game from both of the teams. But the last and final question here is, going into the playoffs, you guys have, I think, almost clinched the playoff spot. I think you have, actually. With that win, you guys have clinched a playoff spot. So going into the playoffs, what team do you guys expect to fear the most?
Maybe Tryhard 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tryhard 7.
Just because we haven't played them yet, and so we don't really know what we're up against.
Like I know HTP are a very quality team, but we already know we have the capability to face up against them. So
3-0 Kaz.
Well, I think Tryhard being the unknown quantity, I think we're a little worried about them.
Yeah, that's definitely the team we gotta look up for.
Yeah, so definitely throughout this entire season, we have seen some rivalries develop, especially between the HTP Triple Crown, Tryhard 7, U3. It's definitely going to be an interesting playoff, and I cannot wait to see it because those games are going to be these games are going to be very good. And that actually leads tomorrow, guys. Make sure you tune in for the Tryhard 7 versus HTP matchup that is very well awaited, as the trash talk has just absolutely exploded the Discord. So make sure everybody tunes in for that. But that is going to be it for the stream. That is going to be it for the recording. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. Great game, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.